Colossians chapter 3 verse 1. So, if you're serious about living this new resurrection life with Christ, act like it. Pursue the things over which Christ presides. Don't shuffle along, eyes to the ground, absorbed with the things right in front of you. Look up and be alert to what is going on around Christ. That's where the action is. See things from his perspective.
So today we wanted to talk about Rule 6, for Emily and myself it's been something that's been a real part of our life the last, especially during lockdown as well, in terms of actually trying to limit our screen time, just wanted to talk a bit about our journey in that kind as well, because I think it's something that's really important for everyone at the moment, and I was having a look on my phone the other day and at the notifications, and just seeing that I get on average 224 notifications a day on an average week, which is crazy if you think about it, and those 224 notifications equates to just over an hour and a half of my time every day. When you then sit back and when I say things such as, I don't have time for God, I haven't got time for prayer today, I'm too busy, I haven't got time to worship, I haven't got time to just have space. It's crazy, isn't it? Because actually I'm spending an hour and a half just looking at notifications when I can actually, spend that time doing things that are either involving disconnecting or spending time with God. And it's funny that when I'm looking at Facebook, when I look at a video, what you tend to find happens is you open up a video, and then when that video finishes, you go on to a related video, and another video, and an advert. And obviously in the industry, that's called clickbait. And when I'm sitting on the sofa sometimes and I'm looking at a video and Emily can hear that I'm going on to another video, she's saying, "Adam, are you looking at clickbait?" And I was like, I love clickbait! But isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that actually a video that I started off watching, which may have been particularly relevant to my day or some research that I was doing, then kind of goes down the lines and leads to me watching just funny videos or someone doing something silly on social media. And whilst there's nothing wrong with watching those videos, we're missing what's actually going on here, and the fact that actually that with everything that's going on with social media, it's designed to pull you in. And I don't know if you remember back to when you first posted something on social media for the very first time. It could have been Instagram or Facebook or a website. And if you think about how it all kind of starts, it starts with you uploading a bit of media, a photograph, a quote, or something of interest that other people would, or a video of your dog being a squinny pants. But it starts you uploading a bit of a video or a picture, and you get a like. And what happens when you get a like? Well, what actually happens in your head is you get a little shot of dopamine. You get a little shot of that really good feeling that someone likes something that you've done. So what do? Well, we upload some more media, another photograph, another video, another shot of someone eating their dinner or going out on a walk, etc. But each time we're doing that, we're doing it, to share what's going on in life, but also we're waiting for that dopamine hit, those likes to come in. And we're particularly seeing it with people nowadays. The current generation is actually where they're almost hooked on those dopamine kicks that we're getting from that. And obviously we can liken that to other addictions that are in life, drinking, smoking, drugs, etc. They're all addictions, but in some ways this one has just snuck in sort of through the back gates and actually made its way into our life. And we need to make sure that we're actually being conscious of how much exposure we're giving ourselves on social media. So one thing that I've started doing is using the Do Not Disturb function on my phone. So I schedule it every day, so I don't have to intentionally turn it off. And that then means that I don't get those notifications. It means I can get myself ready for bed in the evening. I can get ready to go to sleep, because I was finding that with those notifications going on, someone sending me a message, someone liking my photograph just before bed, my brain was constantly being fed with things to keep it active when actually I needed to switch off. And so I find just having that allows me to just switch off and actually disconnect from that and make space for either listening to an audiobook, having some prayer time before bed, or whatever it might be. But meaning actually intentionally giving yourself that space to switch off from something that is really quite difficult. And you may also think about not having your phone in the bedroom as well. We charge our phones on the landing, and so when we're going into the bedroom, we're intentionally saying we're going to disconnect from technology and actually just try and relax and make space. One of the things that God put on my heart a couple of weeks ago that we're still trying to work out how it looks in our house time is to have a reflection room. Have a space in the house. It hasn't got to be a specific room. It can be a place in the room, but have a place where technology doesn't exist, in terms of you don't take your phone in there, and use it as somewhere you can pray, as somewhere you can worship, somewhere you can read, somewhere you can just have space to be with God, because it's really important that you have those safe spaces in your house, and that technology doesn't then live in all parts of your house. That actually you can just have somewhere you can go and intentionally go and spend time there. And the other thing we wanted to share is about the fact that it's okay to leave things until the morning. Quite often, if we get an email or from work, I get emails from work at gone 10 o'clock at night, or a text message asking me, can I do something? Well, it can wait, and somehow we feel nowadays that it's not okay to wait until morning, and whether you're the sender or you're the receiver, but it's okay to tell people, do you know what, I'll get to you in the morning, I'll reply to you in the morning, because things, I think in the narrative of this particular rule, it says news doesn't change in every 20 minutes, and it's true. Whatever happens, you can leave it until tomorrow and just give yourself the chance to breathe.
So Adam's been talking about limiting screen time and helpful things that he's been able to do to help him in his journey and in his day-to-day life as well as mine. And I've just got a couple of things that have helped me as well in this time. And one of those things I actually did last year was having a break from Facebook. I was on it quite a lot, but then I personally found that the things that I was looking at and scrolling through continuously, they just weren't helpful. They weren't helpful for my faith, for my mental health, and it could just be things that people were enjoying, but for me, I just felt that seeing this or reading this wasn't helping me. So I took a break from it, and actually I've since gone back onto it to see what it's like and to see how I feel about it. And but in the break, it was really good, and I felt it was really beneficial. So just something, if you're finding that you're just continually scrolling through stuff, looking at memes, which obviously are funny, but there's a lot of other things on there as well that are not helpful. Just take a break from it. You don't have to delete it. You can just put a message saying, taking a break, guys. If you want to chat to me, send me a text, phone me. I felt it worked really well for me. Another thing that I'm enjoying at the minute, to sort of get away from screens, I'm able to walk my dog at lunchtime now, because Adam and I are both working from home, and I just really enjoy it. And obviously we're walking today, we're doing our dog walk today. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy walking together in the fresh air, seeing nature, but also it allows me to switch off. It's really easy getting impatient because we're not walking. It also allows me to switch off. So I like having the lunchtime walk because I'm working in the day. I can go for my walk and then I can come back and be refreshed. But also it gives me time to pray. I find that when I'm walking, it gives me time to pray and just talk to God, which I find really, really, really valuable. And also as well, I've been able to chat to new people at a distance. Don't panic. But other people walking their dogs have said hello, and we've just had a brief conversation, and that's been really lovely. So yeah, if you're looking for a different thing to do, go for a walk, get some fresh air. And lastly, I
had one of my work colleagues, she's our mental health advocate at work. She sends a weekly email around to everyone with mental health tips, which is brilliant. And she sent something, and it was a picture of a calendar, and it was a month, and every day in the month had something new that you could try. Looking at ways to do new things in your day, but also get away from the mundane things, or the things like screens, social media that you've just been glued to. And a couple of the things or suggestions were go for a walk and look at nature, like I've just said. Make a meal with a new recipe. Find a new genre of music to listen to. Learn a new language. Draw or paint a picture. You know, God has created us to do amazing things, and I know some people go, oh well, I can't do that, I can't paint. There is always new things to enjoy, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be creative. It could be something that you find interesting and you enjoy, but can take the focus away from scrolling through social media and the other things that Adam spoke about. And lastly, I just want to say that I'm sure some of you will watch this and think, I'm really struggling with these challenges of not looking at social media, or eating loads of junk food, or staying up really late watching Netflix over and over again, which we all do. And that's what I want to say, that all of us struggle with these things. It's not uncommon. So I just want to say, you can surround yourself with friends and family and people that you can trust and be vulnerable with, especially if you're part of a small group, home group. Share your thoughts and feelings with them, ask for prayer. It's really important. And just be with people and reach out to friends and say, I'm really struggling with this, and spend time together. Share how you're feeling, because we're all going through it at this time. So just try new things, do something different, and learn to not always go to social media or rely on the screen or whatever it is that you find difficult. Just learn to do something new.